The breath of wind whispering truths.
The flickering flame igniting our words.
The rushing water cleansing uncouth.
The fractured earth exchanged in thirds.
A spirit's scroll comes unfurled.
As oracle eyes peer into our world.
Unfamiliar.
Happy Muffin Morning! Welcome to Unfamiliar Witches Morning Edition. Normally you get us late at night. Today you're getting us in the morning. I have no energy, so this is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
As always, my name's Duckie.
And my name is... Oh man, I was gonna come up with like a different name, but I can't do that this early. My name is Kat.
Amazing. This week we're changing it up, flipping the script, doing whatever the fuck we wanna do. Da-na-na. Today we're gonna do... This is the episode, in theory, that goes out either on Christmas or the day after Christmas, depending on when we post it. And it's also the first one before the New Year's, for this year in particular. So we're like, let's talk about Christmas, and then let's do some New Year's readings. So obnoxious.
I love it.
So that's what we're going to do. We'll talk about Christmas for a little bit. What we're excited for, because obviously we're filming this before. What we're a little excited for coming up. Holiday, end of year stuff. And then we'll do readings for each other in the second half. Beautiful, amazing, yummy. Because we're badass witches who don't need no friends except each other. And all of you.
Except each other and Todd. That's all we need.
And Todd. And Janet.
And Janet. Oh my gosh, Janet.
Play it out for Janet, honestly. Pour one out.
Honestly.
That's what I meant to say.
Pour one out for Janet. It's like she's dead. She's not.
I'm eating a muffin, by the way. So if you hear crunches, I'm sorry.
I wish I had a muffin.
Honestly.
It's cold in my room. I am a cocoon right now.
Oh,
so I cannot go get a muffin.
I feel that. My whole body's like shaking right now, so.
Yeah, same.
It could be because my pants are too tight as well. So it's probably cutting circulation off in my legs, but you know.
It's fine.
Because I have to wear dress pants, and I have not worn dress pants in a while, so.
Oh, geez. I have to wear jeans when I go to work, and I don't like wearing jeans.
Oh, awful. I dread the day where they're like, okay, we're going to start doing casual Fridays, wear jeans. I'm like, jeans are worse than dress pants. Dress pants are comfy. Like,
I know.
because they're always like so soft and like usually they feel like more high quality.
Yeah.
Okay. Gorgeous. I just pulled 2 cards for our talk on Christmas just to kind of give us a direction to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I got ones that are actually like really fitting and cool, but in ways you wouldn't think. So I got the Phoenix card, which is a spirit card, and I believe has to do with the heart chakra. Whichever one, no, the solar plexus, if I remember right. And then I got the Nightingale, which is exactly what it sounds like. If you don't know what a nightingale is, watch Sweeney Todd.
There's like a whole song.
Yeah. So, what are you excited for coming up to Christmas end of year? 2023 shutting down. What's up? How you feeling?
Okay. So I feel drained as fuck, honestly.
Oh my god, same.
This has been the worst year of my entire life. Like, everything bad has happened. I was in a car crash. I lost a loved one. I lost a beloved pet. Like everything terrible happened this year. And I am just ready to get the fuck out. start over, like do different things. I'm looking forward to being commissionable at my job because currently I still don't make commission. but I'm supposed to start making commission the beginning of the year.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's gonna be so nice. And yeah, I'm looking forward to yup. Reading more books. I've done this thing because when I was in high school, I read like so many books. And then whenever I got into college, I stopped reading books and I only read like plays, but I didn't even read a whole lot of those. So I'm trying to pick it back up and read more books this year. Um,
That is amazing. That's a great goal.
thank you. Thank you. I'm doing my best.
I guess I was gonna
Um,
follow that up with, do you have is that like your New Year's resolution? Do you really do those?
You know, I try to do New Year's resolutions, but I forget a lot. I don't remember
Yeah.
what my last year's were. So I guess now that I'm like saying them in a recording, I'll have like a record of it. So yeah, that's kind of my New Year's resolution is to read more. Um, Also, exactly a year ago on January 1st, I started a mood blanket that I have definitely abandoned halfway through the year and forgotten to finish. So maybe I will finish that. That
Do you
would be
have
good.
do you have your moods written down? Like you just need to crochet it still, or
Yes. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I've been keeping track. It's just a lot of rows that I have not done yet.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah. Um Yeah, I'm excited. I'm also excited because I know, not everybody celebrates Christmas. Some people do Hanukkah, some people just celebrate like Yule in general. Um, I'm excited for people to open presents because I got some people some fun presents this year.
Hell yeah. That's so cute. Ah, that makes me so
No,
happy.
you. Yeah.
No, you. Yeah, I actually, what's really funny is I fall into the don't celebrate Christmas. I'm a Yule guy. And not dark Christmas, proper Yule. um,
Yeah.
so basically, my traditions. Well, what's actually really funny is, as we learned, I have a lot of heritage in like Germanic areas and Celtic
Hmm.
areas. So like Yule is right up my alley, right?
Oh
Um,
yeah, for sure.
like the Merry Lude, Yule Lads, Krampus, like all of these are straight up my heritage. And
Same.
like culturally significant to my ancestry. So, um, yeah, that's the vibe that kind of always has been. Christmas has always kind of, I'm gonna use this term, but it doesn't mean what it usually means in society. Like it turns me off, if that makes sense. Like, um,
Yeah.
it just like I feel if I go into a store and there's like Christmas stuff everywhere, I don't care what time of year it is, I'm uncomfortable. Like it could be the day before
Fair.
Christmas. It could be completely irrelevant. I'm uncomfortable. Like,
Right.
I always get uncomfortable with like how everyone's mood changes leading up to the winter holidays because I feel like everyone gets feral. You know what I mean? Like everyone's
Yeah.
just a little bit more feral and on edge. And I think it's this like anticipation for seeing family they don't necessarily like, but they can't say that to them because then they're breaking connections that they need in case they need to rely on somebody. And it's like, that's why like found family is so important to me. So kind of what I'm looking forward to, not to go on like sad tangent, but I guess what I'm looking forward to the most is I think of this time more as a uh cryptid heavy, death heavy, even more so than like October and like Halloween. Like winter is very much like the end of the cycle. And then in the new year it would be like the Phoenix card I pulled, so like rebirth. Um
Yeah.
I think that Christmas is a time where gentle spirits and people that are maybe like wallflowers is a way to say it, or introverts. Um, I know myself, I have autism, so like I really struggle with crowds in general and like going to social gatherings and stuff like that. Like I just really struggle on my own. Um, honestly, even at my job right now, if there's like more than 12 people in the building, I'm like freaking out. I like can't,
Yeah.
I'm panicking basically. I can't like focus at all. Um, so like that's a thing around Christmas and
Valid.
like the holiday time, just to be aware of. So I'm all this to say, I'm kind of excited for it to be over, but I don't.
Same.
I'm trying to like preface that with me not saying it's bad. I hate it because that's boring. I'm like, no, like
Right.
I struggle really hard during this time because it doesn't match me.
That
um,
is fair.
that being said, we just had a Christmas cookie bake off contest at work, and that was yesterday, and I had a lot of fun at that. So,
Aw.
you know, there are some good things here and there. I've been walking in a park a lot, and it's beautiful. At this new job, there's a park right beside it. It is gorgeous. It is very fancy. It's in the rich part of town. And it's like on lake. It's like on a lake. So you're like basically the whole time you're walking, you can hear water, and it's just like gorgeous and everything I need right now. And what's weird is like as it gets colder, I go outside more. And I like connect
Yeah.
with nature when people shouldn't be outside. Like
Right. Me too. I love being outside when it's cold.
so that's, you know, it's kind of my headspace in the winter, I guess.
Yeah.
I let me think about New Year's resolutions. I don't know. Do you have thoughts?
Sure. Yeah, I do actually. I Here's the thing, the crazy thing. I think a lot of us start out with Christmas as children, and Christmas is like such a fun and special time for like kids. As I got older, I also kind of just like developed the ick for Christmas,
Yeah.
which like is weird because you know me. In college, I threw the freaking dorm Christmas party every year, and like I hosted Thanksgiving dinners and stuff. Like I'm a huge holiday person because I like the togetherness of people. I like being able to provide like a nice space where people can connect to each other.
Yeah.
So like it's weird to me that I have like lost my little love for Christmas, I guess. But I still very much enjoy like I'm going to work today off the clock to put up a Christmas tree because my boss told me I could, and I'm excited for that. And it's just really fun because that's technically a Yule tradition. So I think I may also be on the same track as you, where I might be more of a Yule girly than a Christmas girly. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
I think I think Yule is just something I connect with a little bit more.
Hmm.
Because Yule feels, especially nowadays, the the actual proper written down traditions of Yule that we have found, and the more you do research into it and the more you learn like why these traditions exist, feel authentic, even if they're through 6 layers of neo-paganism and Wicca and distortion. Like Yule
Hmm.
stuff feels more, and you know, obviously I try to research through all of those lenses, but Yule feels more authentic and feels more like it has a purpose
Hmm.
than, well, for example, just Christmas. Let's just do that. Um, obviously, like other holidays that are based in like cultural significance around this time, no problem. Absolutely. 100% all for. I wish they had more representation. Cuz did you know in the like 31 days of December, there's like 32 nationally recognized holidays or something like that.
Yeah, there's like
So like
so many.
you should say happy holidays cuz it's like just the logistical truth and not
Yeah,
Merry Christmas because that's one of like 30. So
yeah,
it's
there's
like
so many holidays.
it's just like, you know, Christianity destroyed the world. So it just happens to be the one that we see all the time, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
which also I say this a lot. No problems if you're Christian. No problems if you're Catholic.
Right.
I was raised with it. I get it. Catholics are goth as fuck. It's rad. I just can't. You know what I mean?
I just can't, but
it's that like, oh, it's fine if you're gay, just don't shove it down our throats. But you do that with your religion. And like, do we have separation of church and state in America? No, we don't. We don't.
No,
like
don't.
It says we do, we don't. Like my Tinder profile says I'm 6'3". I'm 6'2.5". Like, we all lie a little bit. Let's just be plain.
We all lie a little bit.
I also don't know why I referenced Tinder. I think it's on my phone and I've never used it since I got
I'm
this
still
phone.
banned.
I like down. Of course you are. Do you remember the people at college that would have profiles for like chicken parm? You could match with chicken parm and then you'd start flirting with them and they'd do amazing puns.
Yeah, I know them a little too well.
Literally the best.
Okay, literally, if you're listening right now, tweet. No, I guess it's X, I guess. I don't know. Tweet freaking Tinder and tell them to unban me so I can make my chicken parm profile come back. I was a source of joy.
Literally. And then like I think at one point I saw the Hamburglar on there, like
Yeah.
and they had him like if you know me in person, sorry for what I'm about to say, but the Hamburglar was like a notorious dick pig, like like a gay deviant was running that.
Yeah.
And it was phenomenal. So New Year's resolutions. I'm gonna I'm gonna read more and I'm gonna do more witchcraft.
Oh my gosh, me too.
I wanna do
Yay.
something. I wanna do a thing a week.
Yeah, that's
Even
a
if
good
it's just
goal.
like work on something, work on a project, like even if it's like mundane projects that I just need to get done, but I'm treating it like it's magical, like
Yeah.
oh, I need to hang a shelf. Let me buy the stuff to hang the shelf. Boom, done. I did something this week. Like, even if it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's a good one. That's a good resolution to have. I'm gonna adapt that too. I also want to do more witchcraft.
Yeah. I feel like it is something that I always do this. When I need it most, it's the thing that I lack in my life.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, why do I feel so empty? Why do I feel so bad? Why is my like body
Yeah.
destroyed? Like I
It's like,
literally
oh, I forgot to just like actually do anything to help that.
yeah. Yeah. I was having terrible, horrible stomach problems where I was homesick for like 4 days a month ago. And
Hmm.
I did a singular spell and literally you would have thought that I just went to a series of surgeons and doctors with the amount that my body just like picked up and started being completely regular and like monitoring itself and like I literally did one spell and felt fucking fine. It's like I lit a candle
Great.
and like my body was just like, you are at peace now. Congrats. And like completely
Congrats.
fixed itself.
Amazing.
And I'm just like, why am I not doing that more?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, other thing. I was told yesterday at work that if you have stomach issues, like if you have upset stomach or something like that, you should make a mixture of like bone broth or chicken broth. You should put it in a pan or like a pot on the stove and heat it up, like put it on like a 3 so it's just getting like warm, kind of like a tea temperature. And you should put like
Hmm.
salt and pepper and maybe some garlic powder in it. And then you should drink it like it's tea. And it apparently is like
Yeah.
really good for your stomach.
Oh yeah, it's really good for you for like your body too. Just don't like oversalt it or anything
Because
because
you
you can
like,
get like cholesterol issues.
yeah.
But yeah, no, just like drinking bone broth is like really good for you.
Because I think they said it like hydrates you and it like coats your stomach in some like goodness. I'm just
Yeah.
like scared to do it.
It's just like if you think about it, it's just like you finished your soup and you're drinking the like broth.
See, that's what they said. They were like, it's like if you do it with chicken broth, it's literally just chicken noodle soup, but just the
Yeah.
broth that you're drinking. And then do it with bone broth because like you should do it with bone broth because bone broth is better. And I was like,
Yeah.
it just seems like it seems like it's something you're not supposed to do. Like I get it on
Yeah.
basic principle, and I like don't get me wrong, I'm a soup fiend. Um,
Hmm.
but for some reason, it just stresses me out.
Just make sure you put it in a bowl and not a mug because if you put it in a mug, your brain will get confused and think that it is tea, and then you might like throw up a little.
Okay, so put it in a bowl.
Yeah.
That will probably help. Because my brain is like, the tism does not comprehend. Like, it will not let me.
Yeah. I understand.
Because I'm like, I'm going to take one sip and be like, it's going to help my stomach because I'm going to vomit everything out of my stomach.
Exactly. And then my tummy won't hurt anymore.
Yeah. Like, awful. But they
It's bad.
literally, you should have seen my face when they told me that. Like, I've had time to kind of sleep on it and stuff now. But when they told me
Hmm.
that, I like my forehead was scrunched up. I looked concerned, confused, and scared of the people that I worked with. Like, my jaw was on the floor. And then they started explaining it, and I was like, I get it, but what? Like, I just couldn't compute.
I, I get it, but don't drink broth like
Yeah.
tea. It not taste like tea.
I'm literally gonna do it now, though. Like,
Yeah.
so I work at this place. I'll divulge some. We know where you work. We know the name of where you work. I'll disclose where I work. Um,
Okay.
I work at a chiropractic office now. I am a chiropractic assistant, but the place that I work for, because especially in the like the witch community and stuff, there's a lot of everyone from the dawn of time has been told that chiropractors are complete shams and scams. And I didn't necessarily care one way or the other or believe one way or the other. And now that I'm in it, I can say definitively there are some that are doing things correctly and doing things logically with scientific basis and like are actually genuinely helping people. And there are some that aren't. And it's not to say that one
Hmm.
method is better than another, but like the chiropractic office that I work at, we take a full body scan. So we make a 3D model of your body to check your posture from where you are the beginning to the end. And we also take x-rays before we do any adjustment. So like if
Ooh.
you walk in for the first day, we're taking a full body like scan of you and an x-ray. Then you're leaving. The doctor looks over the x-rays. Then the next time you come in, he sits with you for like 30 to 40 minutes and educates you about your own x-rays and your own body scan. Educates you about like what we do at the chiropractic office and then adjusts you for the first time. And then at the end of the day, he'll call you and make sure that you still feel okay after the adjustment. It's like no other doctor's office has time for the doctor to sit and talk to you and educate you and care about you. So it's kind of
Right.
like like I get the like idea that a place where you walk in and you get adjusted and you leave and that's it and they blind adjust and it's nothing. Like totally get why people are like that's a sham. Like you're paying so much money
Hmm.
just to have somebody like pop a few bones in your body. What's that gonna do? But like the place I work at, like they actually like their success stories are like real. you know, like
That's great.
since I work there, I get chiropractic care free. Trust me, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. I never do. I hate the places that I work at. Just general basis, right?
Mhm.
But like I have gotten adjusted a few times, and legitimately things that I've been struggling with my whole life are gone already, and I've only been adjusted like 5 times.
Amazing.
Just because like it's basically your bones are shifted in a way that's cutting off some of your nerves from working at 100%. And then as the bones get adjusted back into place, it's giving like, and the joints and the muscle around it, basically like it's opening up where the tiny holes for the nerves go through, so you're like restoring full mobility in the body, basically, like over time is the goal
Hmm.
if you catch it early on. Obviously, a lot of people are playing catch up because they're like 50 and they come in, but I don't know. So it's really strange to be in a bunch of movement classes in college and learning about the body in such specific ways. And then now finally having this job where this is like basically, I felt like I was on, there's like a line in between theater and science. And I was a
Yeah.
singular step into the theater realm. And this job is a singular step into the science realm of the body. And well, not for me at least, not for the chiropractor. He's like a couple steps in. He's a doctorate. But I am
A
now
couple
like
steps in.
perfectly walking that line in between the two and doing magic on top of that. Like I'm just like, my body is gonna change. My mentality about life is changing already. Like I literally get adjusted
Man.
and come home and have energy to do stuff. I'm excited. I sing in my car. I've been listening to musicals again. I walk in the park and feel no pain. Like I am basically I'm restoring my like youth is what it feels like. It's so weird.
Damn, I should go to the chiropractor.
It's so like I don't know. It's like I feel like I've been very blessed to just happen to be in the thing of one of the good ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I will let me look. I'm gonna look up right now if you have one of the place that I work at near you, because I work for a franchise technically.
That would be so great. I specifically, I have felt like shit for so long. Like my body just always hurts. I am in constant pain.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. And like I go to the doctor. Well, I don't anymore. I don't like doctors. So I would go to the doctor and be like, "Hey, my back hurts or my knees hurt and all this." And they'd be like, "Okay,
Yeah.
take some ibuprofen, you dumb bitch." And I'd be like, "Okay." And that was it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like they will suggest stuff that just simply does not work. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we've had people since I've started, we've had people that are like, "Hey, so my doctor basically said I have to live with my headaches my entire life, but I have this neck injury and they wouldn't take scans of my neck, like x-rays of my neck. Can you please take x-rays of my neck?" And we're like, "Yeah, that's part of what we do here." And then they get adjusted like no joke 7, 8 times and they're like, "Okay, so I have not had a headache since I started coming here." And my
Yeah.
doctor said it was something I was going to have to live with for the rest of my life and all I could do is take like Advil.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah. Isn't that crazy?
It's so wild. And also, like, another thing about my body that I'm mad at. So when I was in my car crash, I like fucked up two of my fingers. They just hurt a lot, and like I usually pop my fingers because it's just like a nervous habit now. And I can't do it. It hurts anytime I like press on them or touch them or anything. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that cannot be normal. But like when I went to the doctor after the car crash, they were like, your scans are fine. Your bones aren't broken. They're not jammed, like they're not compressed or anything. And I'm like, then what the fuck is wrong with my hand?
Oh my gosh. So for you, there's one on the other side of St. Louis. That's like the closest one from the place I
That's
work
not
at.
terrible.
It's like
Maybe I will go there.
44.8 miles away from you.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's kind of bad.
That's okay. Maybe I will go there anyway and just pop in and be like, hello, my friend works for you.
Cool. Let's take a short little break and then we'll do some readings for the new year.
Yay!
Hey, it's Duckie. Enjoying the show? Be sure to share us with your friends and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow, rate us, leave us a review, all the things. Now let's get back to the magic with Unfamiliar Witches. Welcome
I gotta get
back. Oh.
Oh, shit. I just gotta get my book pulled up.
Yeah, you're good. Welcome back to Unfamiliar Witches, baby. I forgot the name of our podcast.
Me every time.
We are now going to do some New Year's readings. So we've got about 25 minutes left to record. So let's do like 10 minute, and then we'll do like a 5-minute final thoughts outros sort of thing. If that sounds good.
Fabulous.
Would you like to
That
do?
works for me.
So basically, what we're going to do is I'm going to do a reading for Kat for her New Year and into the New Year's, and maybe even like for the year in general. And then Kat's going to do the same for me. We'll maybe talk a little bit about our process of doing a reading and like how we're going to do it today because I don't know about you, every reading I do for somebody changes. So like the process I use. And then do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I technically have 2 decks, so it does not matter to me.
Okay, same. I have a deck and a book, so I have a deck and 2 books.
Then you start, and then I'll go second.
I just figured out what to do for the ghost episode.
Yay!
I forgot. I have a book called Classic Victorian and Edwardian Ghost Stories. Fuck yeah, we're using that for the ghost episode.
Yeah, we're using that. Absolutely.
So, am I going first? Is that what we said?
Yes.
Okay. So, what I am going to do for this reading, I am going to use the Kim Crans, or Krim Carnes. I can't remember how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry, Kim. Crans. Krans. I said it before. I said it wrong before. I'm using her Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck because that's the one that I standardly use for most things. I have my Instant Magic Oracle book, which is that purple book that I pulled a thing from a while ago. And then I also have a book that is Edgar Allan Poe, and it's 8 Tales of Terror. So I'm going to do some bibliomancy with the Edgar Allan Poe.
That's fun.
Because that's just neat as fuck. I am going to do like one of the things for the Oracle thing, and that'll wrap up. I'm going to use the Oracle to kind of wrap up and do like the final message. And then the cards, we're going to pull some cards, basically. So
fabulous.
Let's see. What does Kat need to know? Okay, so we're going to do like 2 cards, 3 cards maybe. So the first one is going to be the energy Kat needs as she walks into the new year. The second one is going to be what Kat might face in the new year. And then the third one is going to be a card for the year. Cool. One of the cards is on the floor already.
Perfect.
One of the cards just flipped and turned around in the deck. There's already a motive going.
That's fabulous.
And then,
what was the last thing you said? A general year. Okay.
Just like a general card for the year. I usually never do those because it's so like.
It's like a lot
years change
of
so
things.
Much.
Yeah.
But it's maybe just like a thought you could have for the year. Did one of those just turn around? I do this thing where like the way I shuffle, sometimes I have cards that just flip backwards while I'm shuffling, and I'm like, oh, that's the card, but then I have to find it. It's like somewhere randomly in the deck. Ooh, that one's good. Okay. So the first card, the card that Kat needs to walk in the new year with, is the Black Egg card. It is a cosmic card. Because I don't know if you remember, this is the deck, and I just used it earlier too. This is the deck that is animal based. The animals have elements attached to them. There are 7 spirit cards, and those are the chakras. Um, so the black egg, if I remember correctly, is the throat chakra. So it is all about speaking your truth, voicing the things that are important to you. And in my opinion, it's one of like internal manifestation, if that makes sense. I find when I pull this card for a day and I'm like, what energy do I need tomorrow during my interview or something like that? Like, it is a card that reminds me constantly, like, think before you speak true. Balance your vocal health. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure you're exercising your voice like it's a muscle and not straining too hard, but also not resting it necessarily, because the more you rest it, the less you use it. You want to use it enough that it keeps the health up. All of our actory things. And kind of into saying all of our actory things and like Kristen Linklater's work. The second card, the card that you kind of walk into the new year with, is the crow. This is an air sign, obviously, because it's a bird. But an interesting thing about the crow in this deck is it's perched on an egg, but the egg is not. So, like, the egg in the black egg is a black scaled egg. The egg in the crow card has no shell. It's like almost an orb full of color. And I'll send you, Kat, pictures of these.
Yeah.
So what I find fascinating about that is like sort of harnessing and if you spend the rest of this year focusing on like your vocal qualities of life, your throat qualities of life, the things you're saying, speaking true, making sure you're not just speaking but you're doing, it will flourish into the new year. Like, that will follow with you if you focus on it now. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I think crows are also a massive symbol around this time of year, with that like death motive that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Obviously, they are very important to a lot of cultures. I think of the Morrigan as well, thinking of that like triple deity nature, because I just sent you the 3 pictures of the cards. So in the first card we have the black egg, in the second card we have the crow, and in the third card we have the dragonfly. The dragonfly could be a water card, but it is a air card. That's kind of a card. Remember, the third card is going to be the card for your whole year. So I think that is very fascinating that an Aquarius would get 2 air cards, one of which leans a little watery. Dragonflies are obviously a huge symbol of like tons of stuff. So I think that fostering and nurturing your speech and your vocal health could be potentially profitable. It could lead to more luxurious things in your life. It could lead to spiritually satisfying things in your life in this next year. I think of the dragonfly flying around the hoard of a pond or a pool, and like that is its ecosphere. It is living its best life. It is exploring all of its things it can see. Like, I'm getting a lot of fostering a community, building this, like, I feel like you're going to be building in this new year, and you're really going to be treasuring the things that you are fostering, which will just lead to better and stronger, like, spiritual energy, mental energy, physical capacity. I hope this makes any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, actually, the three of them go together very well because all I am doing is sitting here thinking, I don't even remember if I told you about this or not. There is a theater doing Sweeney Todd next October, and I have already been practicing for my audition because that's going to be my first audition back onto the stage. So hopefully, if this is meaning what I think it's meaning, the things that I'm doing to practice and like prepare myself now will pay off.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that. That's so exciting. I think
Yeah,
that,
I'm super hyped.
yeah, obviously foster your voice, foster your, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's just
everything.
like,
Literally
yep.
everything you said. I was like, "Yep, uh-huh."
Um,
Great.
I am going to do a little bibliomancy now. This
Go right
book
ahead.
has 196 pages. Choose one randomly.
Yep.
Slash, like, give me a number if you want.
Oh, I was just gonna scream. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You said 296 or 196?
196.
Okay, 83.
83. Ooh, delightful. Not one I would expect.
Thank you.
There are two sections of this page, top or bottom.
Bottom.
Ooh, lovely. This is because Poe tends to have long sentences. This is directly where my eyes went when you said bottom, and it is short, sweet, and simple. Yet I could
Great.
not have been deceived.
Oh,
Yeah,
yet I could not have been deceived. Ooh, that's good. Hold on, I'm gonna write that shit down.
yeah. um, and that is perfect. That is very theatery, very speaking true. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that makes me think. Um, Dragonflies typically have like four wings. So that implies two sides to every story. Fostering your own voice lets you cut through and see the truth in other people's words.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice. I
Yeah.
like that.
And then, ooh. And then your oracle is let go of your need to have control. It is only when you surrender that you can release. And I'll send you a picture of that too. And post these on the Instagram.
Yeah. Let go of your need to have control is the second half of that.
It is only when you surrender that you can release, which also is just so theatery. Like that
Yeah,
is just such
which
a acting.
is also really fun considering that Sweeney Todd audition because I have been going back and forth in my head. Like, I've been a director for so long. I have been off the stage and just been like directing other people for literally so long
Yeah.
that I was worried that I won't be one, like an actor anymore. Like, I don't know if I remember how to do that. And two, like, will I be okay giving up control to somebody else to make a show happen?
Yeah. I think that do not I don't know.
Okay.
I I had another thought in my brain and it felt like everything was pulling my throat closed to not say it out loud. So I feel like
Oh,
we have said what needed to be said.
okay. Cool. Don't know what it was, but now
I
I'm
don't either.
curious, but
I've
I
already forgotten it
won't
too.
let it.
They've erased
Okay,
it from
good.
my mind. So
Perfect.
I really don't know where that was going. I know it started with don't, which, usually is a bad sentence.
Yeah.
So that's your reading.
Okay.
I feel like
Fabulous.
that can apply to many things as well. Obviously, we think of theater. This could apply across many different fields. It could be work, it could be friends, it could be family, it could be theater, it could be experiences, life changes, that sort of thing.
Right.
And I think it's just, well, it's recorded, so it'll be
Fabulous. I can
fun
come
to
back and
have.
listen to it.
Yeah, this will be the first time I have a recording that I can listen to multiple times of a reading, so that'll be
Yeah,
fun.
that'll be good. I'm going to jump into your reading because it is currently what 9:19 where you are,
Yeah.
and I want you to be able to get to work on time.
Yeah.
So, I have a tarot deck and I have my oracle deck, and that's what we're going to do. As we were finishing up talking about my reading, I picked up my tarot deck because I was like, I'm not a tarot reader. I don't do a lot of that. So that's what we're going to start with because it's the one I'm least confident in. And literally right away, a card like just jumped out. So I guess that's for you.
Amazing.
I am going to go in for the tarot, just kind of like the order of past, present, future, where it's like this is something that maybe you have been dealing with or you can look upon, or what we're going to be talking about. The second one's going to be like a little bit deeper into that, how you're dealing with it today, or like what's going on today. And the future will of course be for like this coming year, hopefully. And it'll kind of give us a little setup as to how, like, what's going to be resurfacing for you and how you will be dealing with it, hopefully.
Cool.
Yeah. So I already have one card pulled, so that's super hype. I am not going to include that one in the 3. That one's going to be its own thing because it jumped out before I even explained what I'm doing. But the rest of these, yeah, the rest of these are just kind of free game, dog. I have one. If you feel the need to say stop, then you say stop and I will pull whatever card is in my hand.
Perfect.
Oh, okay. You have 3. No stopping for you. Okay.
Yeah.
I will also let everybody know that since I am not great with, I guess I shouldn't say I'm not great. Since I am not the most confident in just like looking at the cards and telling you what they mean, I'm gonna refer to my little book and be like, okay, this is what this card says.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I feel like divination is more tying the messages together than it is remembering the cards. You know what I mean?
Correct. Yes, I agree. So off the bat, here's what we have. We have the first card that like jumped out was a 10 of swords. And then the second card, or so the first card of the 3 that I am doing, the first one is a 5 of swords. The second one is an inverted strength.
Ooh.
Which is in the Arcana, yeah. And then the third one is a 3 of Pentacles. So we're going to start with the 3. Actually, no, we're going to start with the 1, and I'm just going to give you a little basis on that, and we will see where that takes us. Where are you? Where are you, Christmas?
I'm pulling them from my deck too, just to see. What's the pentacles? What number? 5?
3.
3.
So in my book, this may be a bad sign, because the 10 of swords is failure, collapse, or defeat.
Hell yeah.
So taking that in context of the fact that it just like jumped out at me, you may have been struggling with some kind of feeling of defeat, some kind of feeling of failure. I think the card jumping out is to bring awareness to that. It either has happened, is happening, or will happen. And it's one of those things, dog. You got to work on through that. You have a wonderful little support group of at least 2 people, at least me and your sister. And if you are feeling those feelings of failure, I think the reason it jumped out to me is because I need to be here for you for it. So if you start to feel any of those things, you feel free to reach out and I will help you dispel that, because you're not failing or damaging or anything. You are fabulous and I am proud of you.
You're so cute.
So we're going on to the 3. We're going to start with I keep calling them past, present, and future, so that's just what we're going to call them. We're going to start with past, or the item that we're going to be like talking about. That is the 5 of swords. That is unbridled ambition, win at all costs, or sneakiness. Unbridled ambition, I think, definitely means that we are going at you and your new ambition for theater, and also like your job, because you just got your new job. You're full of ambition for it, right? So that reads to me that this reading is going to have to do with something in that semblance, either like your theater life, if you're starting to look more into that, or your job life, because you've just started and you have the ambition for it. My second card, the strength, but inverse. Let's find out what we're dealing with there. I've never pulled a reversed strength card, so that's going to be super hype.
I don't know if I've ever pulled a single reversed major arcana.
Yeah. Honestly, I haven't done a whole lot of that either.
I have them in front of me finally. I could not find some of them.
Oh, good. That's okay. Okay, so strength. Oh, wow, this is fun. The reverse strength card deals with self-doubt and weakness and insecurity. So kind of ties back in with that feeling of failure from that 10 of swords. So that could mean a couple of things. That could mean that you are recovering at this moment from those feelings, which I know we talked about a little bit earlier, the fact that you're like jumping back into theater finally. It could also mean that at your work, you're going to struggle because, you're still new there, right?
Yeah.
So doubting yourself, doubting the things that you're doing at work, feeling a little bit insecure that you may not know everything that everybody around you knows. I struggle with that a lot. This is just like a current struggle that I am seeing here. Don't let it win is the advice that I usually give in those situations, because it's going to end. And also the way that this card pulled for me, while it was in fact reversed, it didn't like jump out. It didn't like, hey, this is a thing that's happening right now. It just kind of like showed itself. So it was like, this is a feeling that you may be having, but I can tell that you're working through it and you're not struggling with it so much as it is like the feeling can be there. So moving on to the future and dealing with this and going forward and living your best life, we're going to the 3 of Pentacles. Look at all these numbers.
Look at all these chickens.
Yeah. The 3 of Pentacles, upright, means teamwork, collaboration, and building. So what that means to me is that going forward with the teamwork and with calling upon your support system and your friends, going forward, this is not going to be a struggle for you. So throughout your year, you may have this whole narrative of like, I am at my job, I'm having a rough time right now, but the building and the teamwork means that your coworkers, your friends, and everybody will be there for you and will be able to help you pull through. So hopefully what I would interpret from that, if I were you, and you can interpret it differently because it is a reading for you, but from past experience and everything, moving on from jobs pretty quickly, I don't think that's going to be the case here. I think you may be at this job for a little while, because when you get to that point where you're struggling and you're like, I want to get out of here and everything is bad, something is going to happen with the people around you that is going to be like, you know what? No, I'm going to stay. And it's going to be rewarding. if you want to think of it from a theater standpoint instead of your job, you may go through another period of time where you're like, I don't want to do theater. I don't like it. I'm burnt out on it. Everything is just bad. But the people around you, the people that you've come to enjoy theater through, like me, I don't know, we're like friends or something. They will help you fall back in love with it again in like a short period of time rather than like several years.
Yeah.
So that is what I have divined from your tarot cards. Hopefully some or any of that has made sense. Oh, I
Yeah.
should send you a picture.
I feel like it is very fascinating that a card flew out while I was doing a reading for you too. um,
Yeah.
I'd be curious. Like, I wish I could rewind time and see when it flew out in relation to me stopping talking, like not saying that sentence that I didn't say,
Hmm.
whatever it was.
Yeah.
Um,
It was literally like moments before you said that sentence.
that's so fascinating to me. Like, um, yeah, so
Yeah.
cool. What's so funny is I haven't even told you this. At this new job, I have already kind of said like my goal for this new job is to at least be here a year. My goal is to fill out my taxes in 2025 and only have one
Hmm.
job listed for 2024. And it's because I'm still
Yeah.
there when I fill out my taxes in a year. So,
Yeah.
and I'm
That's
like,
exciting.
I feel like I have always been on the hunt for a job I can stay at and just sink my teeth into and thrive and
Yeah,
enjoy.
for sure.
And I feel like I'm at that place, but I also I'm still, yeah, basically everything in the reading. I'm still like balancing this like trauma I went through at other jobs and
Yeah.
yeah.
No, for real though.
Fascinating.
That's super fascinating because
I
I did
think
not know that. You're correct.
I think the strength card too, it being reversed has to me a personal connection with like courage and confidence.
Hmm.
I've already found that that is going to be the most beneficial thing at this new job is to, even if I don't know what I'm doing, I need to have the confidence like I do and have the confidence to
Exactly.
know it's easy to find out what I'm supposed to be doing, like what I need to be
Right.
doing. And I still struggle with that because of previous management that I've been through that didn't foster that in any way, shape, or form. It
Hmm.
was, um, a lot of my life has been like the person ahead of you, the person above you fucked up. You're in that position now. Don't mess up.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
you messed up a little bit, and we've not trained you to do anything. This is all on you now.
Yeah,
Oh, and also we're gonna treat you like you're two positions higher than the position that you are while
right.
you're in that position, and we're gonna pay you a position lower than where you are.
Exactly.
And
And that's
it's
just
like,
not bueno.
yeah. And this one, like the place that I currently work at, brand new owner. He's only been there a couple months. The other person I work with, who's in the same position as me, she's only been there a month. We're both very new. I've only been there 2 weeks
Mhm.
now. Like it's very
Great.
we're all learning, you know? And
Yeah.
so I feel that like every day we always go, we'll get it. We're fine. We're learning. We will understand it. We will get it. At some point it will click. We'll understand what we're doing. Just right now we don't. The person I work for
Exactly.
is 2 years younger than me. He's never owned a business before. He's learning how to do everything a business is supposed to do. Like,
I love it.
and he has a doctorate.
Good
And
for
I'm
him.
like, okay.
Great.
I'm like, we'll figure it out. No big.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Do you have time for my very short oracle reading?
yeah.
Okay. I want you to, for this reading, sit and just meditate on your spirit guides.
Okay.
I was shuffling while we were talking about your tarot, so one has already been pulled. I just need a second card. Okay, so it pulled 3, so that's hype.
Iconic.
Good for you. Iconic. Great. So I have a very similar setup to what I had in the tarot situation. I had 1 card that jumped out, and then 3 that just freaking yeeted themselves as soon as you started meditating on your spirit guides. So the oracle deck that I use is the Pure Magic Oracle. By the foreword was by Judica Illy, so that's exciting. Thanks, Judica.
Thanks,
And
Judica.
here, thanks, Judica. And mine is also based in elements. Not so much animals, though it does have crows on the like art, and it's cute.
Cool.
The deck itself was designed by Andreas Engracia, I believe is how you pronounce the last name. So here we go. And the one that jumped out first, I'm going to treat it as an outlier as I did with the tarot, is card 13. It is an air card. Hold on. Let me find out. Yes, it is an air card. And it deals with rhythm, the higher self, reality, and also rest. Let me go into my little book.
This is the one that jumped out first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll send you a picture of these too. Oh my gosh, where are you? There it is. So the first sentence, because it gives a little spiel about like what these cards could mean, and like there's a bunch of different things you can divine from them. But what jumps out to me is pay attention to the surroundings of your waking life as you would within a dream. What are you resisting? So the fact that it talks about rhythm and the higher self reads to me that you are about to go on a little bit more of a journey and hopefully strengthen and deepen your connection. Whether that be connection to a physical item or like the physical plane, or the connection to your higher self that I am more inclined to believe. Yeah, the advice that the book has given is to pay attention to your surroundings as though you are in a dream. What magic can you find in the mundane, Duckie? Yeah, it wants you to have some good dreams too. The fact that it's called Mugwort Dreams means to me that you will be divining a lot of importance and a lot of self-assuredness through your dream work. So maybe start looking into dream work as well. That may be something that is helpful for you.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Proud. Okay, the next card that I have pulled for you is a fire card named Bridget. She has a name. On the card is this very gorgeous, like, figure. It's a woman in like a green cloak, and she has like this huge head of just like super bright red flowing hair, and she is in front of a stained glass window, so that's cool.
She's an Irish Celtic deity too, so
Yes, correct. That is who is pictured. It's just that's how they've chosen to portray her.
Right.
So which is fun because you have Celtic stuff going on. Yeah. Super hype. Could be an ancestor trying to reach out to you. You never know. Yeah, I've moved on to the 3 now, and my 3 are usually that's funny that we were like an ancestor could be reaching out to you, because my 3 are usually who is contacting me, or like who am I working with, what is the message, and how does it relate. So going into your year, this could be an ancestor or like a deity reaching to you to give you your reading this year. She has to do with psychic flames, the angel number or spirit number 333, sacred milk, and druid magic. All of this is correct for you. Okay, let me look in the book and find you a nice little thingy. Hello? Where are you?
I have my headphones in and I'm walking around. I know you weren't talking to me, but I have my headphones in and I'm walking around and I'm getting ready for work. So don't worry about me.
Yeah, no, you're good. Okay, cool. Where am I? Here we are. Okay, so today this book is telling me about what Bridget be like today. So maybe this will give us insight into the message you will receive. Today, Bridget is the patroness of poetry, medicine, divination, and craftsmanship, and she is venerated. I think that's how you say it, at shrines, churches, and wells. That says to me, because earlier you were speaking about crafting more, doing one thing a week. That reads to me that through your ancestry and through the powers that you invoke using or looking at your ancestry, you may find some more peace with crafting through that too. Tap into your ancestral energy, tap into things that um, go along with those beliefs, and really see what they do for your craft as well. um Doing your crochet or doing, building a shelf, if you want to build a shelf, that is all things that can connect you deeper into this message and into your ancestry. So now let's see what the message looks like. We have pulled um a water card for your message, and she is the first card in my water suit. Actually, she is Belladonna Visions. Has to do with caution, guidance, clarity, and the final message on the card is stand firm. So, my message to you is going to be similar to the tarot: stand firm in this new year, exercise caution, take the guidance of this ancestor or deity that is speaking to you, this spirit guide that is speaking to you. Take the guidance, listen for it. It is very easy to lose the messages in like everyday stuff, in whatever we're doing. It's very easy to not pay attention to the messages. Look for them, begin finding them, because that will help you in your craft and your daily life.
Hell yeah.
And
That's
my
so
last
dope.
one is, it's so dope, right? And my last one is a fire card again, and it is pyrokinesis. So this card, this final card, is like, what do we do about it? Or here is your going forward. And the bottom, like the card meaning is like debate, rage, revolution, and attention. So what I am reading from the three of these cards put together is your deities, your ancestry, your higher self, like your spirit guides, wherever you are pertaining the messages from. Look for them, look for the messages, look for what they're saying to you. Take a minute and just let the busy buzz like die down. And when you complete that, when you find yourself crafting, when you find yourself being more open to the higher self this year, that is when you will get your catharsis, is what I have come to. Um because you will gain attention. You will gain the things that you're looking for, the friends or the family members that you miss. You will find all of that in there. The debate, the rage, the revolution, you may have been fighting an internal battle for like a while, and your spirit guides want you to know that you are victorious. So that is what I have for you on your oracle reading today.
That's dope. Send me pictures.
Yeah, I sure will.
Awesome. Well, so sorry to cut it short after that, but thank you so much, Kat. I hope both
Of
of
course.
those readings are very beneficial to not only us, but to our listeners.
Yeah.
I am a big proponent of anytime a note is given in theater, anytime one of your colleagues or something gets taught something, or anytime there's a reading, pick up on everything you can. That's why I find value in YouTube readings, as weird and funky as they are. They could be for hundreds of people, and it only really sticks home with one person, but every reading has a little bit of truth. So take from that what you will. Thank you so much, Kat, for doing that this morning.
Yeah, thank
Love
you.
that. And I'm off to work, friends. Bye.
Be successful and prosperous.
Hell
Bye.
yeah.
Thanks so much for listening. If you liked that episode, please leave us a review and a 5-star rating on whatever podcast platform you're on. Also, feel free to follow us over on our socials at Unfamiliar Witches, where we post bonus witchy content and chaos. See you next week. Play us out, Janet.